Hang on. Yeah. Hey. Yay. Good morning, Shuichi. Um, I'm gonna ping the others that I'm live. Cause I don't see yeah, let me just put that out. Okay, that's fine. Let me see what we have here. I don't think Gunter is live yet. So we'll just be waiting for him there. Oops. Well, let me double check. Because it's Gunter Tetris. What's going on though? What's going on, Shuichi? Hope your evening's going okay over there in the land of Europe. Okay, Gunter is live. Cool, 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 cool. Hello, Yelena. And Gunter as well. Let me just fix a couple of things here. And we will be good to go. There is Shuichi. Procrastinating university. I feel that. Not the university thing, but just kind of procrastinating in general. I've been I've been kind of doing that a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Dude. Okay, okay. You know what? We can do this. I need to just need to fix this here. Do this. It's not university for me, but I've just been kind of procrastinating, like doing stats and all that. just it's been a long it's been a day. It's been a day. I'll say that much. Oh shit! I forgot to let me actually let me fix your camera. Fix your camera up a little bit. Yeah. Like I've been like kind of procrastinating doing like stats and stuff for all these different events. I need to get it done before October so I can get uh like like stats done, and then once that's done then it'll be like better. It'll be like better for when the premiere poll starts to come out for DES in, I believe, October, because we did it in July. Sorry, I should probably. It's alright though. I've been mostly focused on like. Oops, let me do this. Forgot to turn that down. I've been mostly like focusing on seats at WC DES. Right, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do this. There we go. Alright, that's fine for now. Alright, when I get y'all a seed for today. This will be the starting seed for today. It's going to be 94, 98, 14. This should be a very good start. And despite the stigmatization of all number seeds, I don't believe the hype. I don't quite believe the hype there. Now, where did I get pinged? Here. Yeah, once both players are ready, we can get this started. We got a back-to-back today, you know. We got Gunter playing Shuichi, and then Gunter playing Yelena. Gunter on the French ROM. Oh, and it looks like Shuichi got a 19 max. That's pretty cool. that's pretty damn cool. Alright, 9-4, 9-8, 14. 9-4, 9-8, 14. Alright, both players are ready. Let's get them going here for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, PB. Hey, good stuff, man. Good job. 19 max is always very nice. It's quite a bit harder than like a standard 1.1. But hey, good stuff, man. I need to get like a 1.1 on video finally after like it's been basically 3 years at this point. Been grinding for that off and on. Alright, got Gunter here on the left. Playing 2 matches today. We'll be playing Shuichi and then playing Yelena to finish out his season. Currently, he is last place in the division, 0-3. So, yeah. Wait, 0-3. Oh, I think a match didn't get reported. Yeah. Or no, because he hasn't played RXS yet. So he's gonna have one more match after this. But yeah, it's currently 0-3 in the division. So really looking to get wins here today to try and get into that top 4. 55k for him, 42k here for Shuichi. We got Shuichi here on the right. Currently 4th place in the division, 2-1. And most notably was able to take a game off of Tugi. The only person to win versus Tugi. I think was just able to catch him off on a bad day. You know, these things happen. They, you know, players at this level are good enough where if you're having an off day, they'll really just catch you lacking. So you really want to be aware of that. 126 here for Gunter, 99k here for Shuichi, who has a column 6 setup. See if he can get the bar in time. Ooh, okay. Actually covers the well with that decision there, and now this board is looking very dire. Alright, getting it down with some helpful pieces. Would really love an L. Gets the L. Now just waiting for the bar. That bar is taking its sweet time. It's really taking its sweet time here. Oh my god. There we go. Alright, gets the bar and the Tetris. 137 here for Shuichi. 179 for Gunter. It's just been plugging along, playing your typical right well. So yeah, both players trying to, you know, lock in their top 4 spots, as it is the top 4 of each group that make it to the playoff rounds. The playoff, they'll be playing greats such as, you know, maybe Tugi, probably Geo, Blue Scooty, you know, those kind of players. 253 here for Gunter, 210 for Shuichi. Shuichi had by about 10 lines and down by about 2 Tetrises. Really, it's really the position that you don't want to be in. Ahead in lines and behind in score. So yeah, I think that early dig did him in a little bit. Cut off his pace just a little bit. Yeah, so currently the players that have locked in their basically locked in their spots in the playoffs are Tsugi, AV, Geek, Tagamek, Weiss pretty much, and Blue Scooty. Alright, Shuichi here. Kind of a dirty board. Gonna get a bar to that left. Should lower the stack down a little bit. 286 for him. 312 here for Gunter, who has a very pristine stack. I'm gonna really start to take advantage of this dig that Shuichi's in. Although, as I say that, Shuichi is one piece away from getting out of this. Gets the S and is now out of the dig and can begin to continue scoring once more, although few misdrops in the center of the board. Isn't going to be able to get that square all the way to the left. Is now once again in Dig City. 322 here for Shuichi, 342 here for Gunter, who has a column 5 set up here. Waiting for the bar. Bar finally shows, and the Tetris. Very nice. Both players are approaching transition fairly soon. Shuichi probably just looking for a high 300 going into 19 at this point. Gunter probably looking for a high 400. Probably looking for a high 400 here. Yeah, Shuichi's going to transition here. 352. And Gunter's still 3 lines away. 14. Gonna Tetris here at 442. So about 90k ahead. Let's see how both players tackle this transition here. Alright, yeah, head's kind of trolling me a little bit. Just a tiny bit. 432 here for Shuichi. 472 here for Gunter. Both players pretty clean starts here in the 19 speeds. It's really what you like to see. Alright, gets the all the way to the left. Tetris out. 465 for Shuichi. 502 here for Gunter into level 21. Alright, Gunter. Very disciplined play. Decides to, not go for anything crazy. No tease, quick taps to the left. Shuichi there. Tuck of that L. Gets the bar and the Tetris. 524 for him. 541 here for Gunter. So Gunter ahead by about 14k and behind by about 1 level. It's a very nice situation to be in for him. Although now has to take a couple of lines. Tetris there for Shuichi, 617. 581 here for Gunter. Alright, Shuichi blocks the well, waiting for a bar. Ooh, now waiting for really want a bar right about now. Bar isn't going to show, but is going to be able to take a series of doubles and triples. He's going to be able to lower down the stack. I'm going to square there to that left. Really love an L. Alright, gets a bar. Waits that out. Isn't going to quick tap that S to the left. 646 for him. 624 here for Gunter. Has been playing fairly safe and disciplined 19. Which is a pretty nice strat. Pretty decent strat, I'd say. 662 here for Gunter, 685 for Shuichi. Only 20 lines left until the kill screen. So yeah, probably gonna definitely want to turn on the Jets here. As although he is ahead, he's also ahead in lines by about one level. So if he can, we'd really love to just get all three Tetrises here and then just wait out Gunter, see what he does. Ooh, burns a line there. Can only get one more Tetris before the kill screen. 763 for Shuichi. 739 here for Gunter. Alright, Shuichi's going to hit kill screen at 802. So the chase down for Gunter is 803. You need 803. So two Tetrises. You need two Tetrises here to take this. And only two more burns left. And that misdrop of that square on the left is probably going to do him in. Yeah, Gunter's going to be done. 745. Shuichi, you are good for game number 1. GG's. Decent game there. Very, very solid game. Very solid game there by both players. Basically making it to 29 in the very first game. Definitely what I'd like to see. Alright, both players ready for game number 2. Let's get them going here. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And so yeah, what you saw there, well, Shuichi was ahead in lines and slightly behind, was able to really turn on the aggression late in post. Was able to take game number 1. Both these players just pushing each other to do their best. Which is what you definitely like to see at this level of play. I've gotten the same ad like 3 times. Oh my goodness. 92k here for Shuichi, 33k here for Gunter. It's only 2 bird lines here so far for Shuichi. Decent early going ons here. Right, 102 here for Gunter, 161 here for Shuichi. Shuichi up by about 3 Tetrises now. Not really too much to say here about these players as they're playing safe, consistent Tetris. How you doing though, Yelena? I think you're still in chat since you'll be playing next. Hope the move back to Spain went well. What the heck? Okay, there we go. $254 here for Shuichi, 155 for Gunter. Shuichi taking a very quick 100k lead. And it's not like Gunter's playing bad at all. Shuichi has had a very, very efficient first half of the game. Alright, has to make a hole there in the center of the board. Meanwhile, Gunter here. Pretty high dig here. Although we saw him practice in 18-4, so should be able to get out of this. Relatively easy. See if that 18-4 practice comes in. And it looks to be coming in. Just getting it down. Row by row. $172 here for Gunter. 330 here for Shuichi. Shuichi up by about 160k and several misdrops in the top of the board. It's going to do Gunter in at 172 and Shuichi at 332. You are good for game number 2. GG. That was quite the unfortunate. That was quite unfortunate because it looked like you were basically out of the dig, and then it's just like that. The game's over. All right, both players are ready for game number 3. Let's get them going here. No delays at all. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, so got on top by Gunter. Now that's giving Shuichi a very quick 2-0 lead, so Gunter really looking to get a game here. Start the seeds of a reverse sweep. Really love a win here. A win here with some much needed points in his arm. $11K here for Gunter, $47K here for Shuichi. So yeah, once again, solid start here for Shuichi. Gunter trying to go for a center well here. The bar, it's not showing in time. It's gonna take a couple of birds. One of the ads of all time. No, I'm saying, right? I've gotten the same ad with this this guy like 4 times in a row. This dude. Wait, best viewers? No, I don't need you. I already have the best viewers. I already got Hazel. You know, it's one of the best. Ooh, missed drop here by Shuichi. He's going to do a mid at 101. Very sudden top out. Oh my god. Chase down for Gunter is 102. Oh my god. Very early death there. It looked all fine and then just suddenly death. One of the paces of all time? Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't really matter in this game now, does it? He only needs about 30 more K. 30 more thousand to take the game. Sometimes it's not about the pace. Sometimes it's just about, surviving. Eight long bars. That's quite enough. I agree. No, I agree. That's plenty enough. If we assume like what I think it's like 3 bars per 10 lines or whatever, that's like kind of normal. Maybe I don't know, something like that. I think it's because like, oh yeah, Gunter with that triple, you are good for game number 3. I think for me it's just because I know like what the quote unquote average of bars is supposed to be per 10 lines, that I don't get super phased by like low bar counts. You know, like unless it's like 40 bars at like, like level 23 or something, that's like, all right, like what is that? That was one of the longest droughts I've ever gotten. Yeah, the game was really putting y'all through the paces. I don't like commenting on droughts because I don't like commenting on droughts, especially in SPS, because then you can kind of help the players. You can kind of help the player that's behind out. All right, players are ready for game number 4. Let's get them going here. Guns are able to take a game, make it 1-2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And so yeah, that long drought there by both players. Unfortunately, Shuichi was not able to survive, but Gunter, with his basically, his calm and safe play, was able to just outlast him. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Dude, this is the fifth time. This is the fifth time. Like, maybe this guy should play. Maybe this guy switched. Maybe this guy switched to playing. I should call this guy and see if he wants to play Tetris. Alright, Shuichi's ready for it. Tetris. He's gonna get the board on Tetris, although mountain of squares on the right side of the board. Would really love an S or J to that right side. It's a pretty aggressive S square tower. Alright, gets the S spin, and now the board's looking a lot safer. 39k here for Shuichi. 76k here for Gunter, who's in a little bit of a dig here. Alright. Gets some very helpful pieces there, and that T is going to get him out of there. 107 for Gunter, 85k for Shuichi. Very good plays there by Gunter. Would really like a bar fairly soon, yeah. Alright, gets the bar. But on the top of the board, it's kind of destroyed. It's going to really need to start working this down. Very unhelpful Z there. Does not get the ball all the way to the left, and is going to top out at 131. Shuichi at 157. You are good for game number 4. GG's. Alright, I'll like reset the seed when it's time for Yelena. I don't know if Yelena's back home yet. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I'll ping and see. Yeah, that was a kind of rough game there. But yeah, GG's to Shuichi at least, as he is able to take the set. Let me see what this does to the table while we wait. Oops. Let's see, so this has put Shuichi 3rd place in the division, currently 3-1. 3-1 in the division. Only 7 points behind AB. So yeah, it really has been doing good. You can go live in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. 5 minutes is okay. I'll just switch back to my upcoming match scene. Yeah, let me just switch on over. Boop. Alright, I'll switch on over to this while we wait. Why do I not have a stream category? It's because the Tetris category got nuked. Yeah, the Tetris category got nuked for some reason. Yeah, no, the Tetris category got nuked. The one that we all were at, it died. They just killed it for some reason. Yeah, everybody was talking about that yesterday. They were like, oh my god, the Tetris category is gone. Yeah, they erased the Tetris category that had like 200k like followers. It's insane. I'll switch to the 1994 one at least, but like, what the heck? Like, but like that one only has like 400 followers, so I'm just like, what the heck? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh my goodness. Tetris is canceled. That's so true. I can't believe it. What did we do? Sorry guys, I'm canceling Das League. Oh my god, get out of here. Get out of here with that. Okay, bye. I'm forfeiting. Oh my goodness. But yeah, GG Shuichi. Yeah, see, you wasn't thinking about that one, were you, Hazel? Yeah, see, you wasn't thinking about that. Wasn't thinking about that one. It's Yelena's 33. Let me just see what I'll just see what I'm working with here. Yeah, that game one was good. That game one was certainly good. So, you can't go too wrong with that. Can't be too mad at that first game, at the very least. See you in Poland, yeah. Oh, you're going to CT Poland? That's cool. That's a cool thing. Oh yeah. Why did you decide to not play in C2WC Dust this year? I don't think I've seen you play in like any of the years so far. Oh, you did play in 2024. That's right. That's right. You did. Unfortunately, Poland tournament is wrong version, wrong playstyle. Wait, but like, why is the? But like, isn't like most of Europe DAS players? Like, I feel like most of the events there would be like just DAS tournaments, right? Cause like, there's only like, what? There's only like 5 rollers or something in Europe, or something like that. Like, there's not that many. There's really not that many rollers. So I don't know. I'm kind of surprised, like, that they're just open events. In like stuff like that. Like, I would be. It would make more sense if like the organizers at these events made like made DAS only events, or at least like DAS side events. You know. Oh, okay. I see. I see. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Decided to not participate for that. Okay. No, that totally makes sense. I understand that completely. That's okay. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Like I heard like you were staff there and you like took pictures and stuff. And that's cool. That's cool. Cause like helping out, making sure things. Well, I'm saying like DAS side events in the I guess in the sense of like if they really wanted it to be like an open play style for some reason, then it's like, cause I've always wondered that. I've always wondered that. I'm like, so this is Poland, but like like it's Poland, but like I think the only roller there is like Duji K. So I'm like, what? Like, what are we doing there? What are we doing? All right, Yelena is live. Let me see if I need to do any stenciling. Uh, not that much, just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's alright. I can just do this. Buff this out a little bit. It's all good. I'm not worried about nothing. this. It's just more incentive to go to CTWC DAS than that is true. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. It did seem fairly large this time around this year. All right, let me transition because yeah, Yelena is life. Yelena is life. Um, I would want to go like next year. I think I would want to go. It's just I need to like I just need to like find the money because it's super prohibitively expensive. It's very expensive to go from America to Europe, especially in the summer. Like going from America to Europe in the summer is way more expensive than it is like the other way around. Like for Europeans to go to CCWC, for whatever reason, it's close to like 1800 dollars, and I have no idea why that is. In like the month of July, August, you know, and it makes no sense. It's very prohibitively expensive. Yeah, cause like, cause I remember we were talking about it, and you know, like I think like Sidnev or something was like, oh man, you know, like oh you Americans, you know, man, you know we have to spend a whole bunch to go to like CTWC, and or and then they were like, you know, like going to CTWC DAS would be cool, and we were like, you know, it's kind of expensive. And they were like, what do you mean? It was only like 600 bucks or something for them to go to America, and we were like, yeah, nah, not here. For whatever reason, traveling to Europe, the airline prices like spike. It's very very high for whatever reason in the summer. All right, so yeah, let me get a seed going here for y'all. This will be the seed for today. 1606 OD. America wants to keep me. Probably. I mean, we have like we have Jonas Cup, right? Like at least we have that, like the North American thing. Yeah, it is dependent on when it is, cause like if CTWC DAS was in like winter or something, or like February or some random ass months like that, then it wouldn't matter. I think it would be a lot cheaper, and then I could just like go, cause like it's not that bad. Yeah, and it's strange because CTWC used to be in the fall. It used to be in like you know October. This is the problem everywhere. Yeah, there's too many damn events at the same time. There's way too many events at the same time. It's insane. Alright, so yeah, Yelena's got the seed. Yeah, some Americans like me. Yeah, I'm Americans. I'm Americans. And yeah, it's stupid expensive. Like I'm just like, man, how am I even supposed to go to this? Good luck to both players. Um, both players are ready for game number one, I believe. Or no, Yelena isn't ready yet. Yelena's not ready yet. Yelena's not ready quite yet. I don't know. I got lucky. I just moved to CT. I just moved to the UK. Yeah, that's the stretch. Just move to Europe. All right, both players are ready. Let's get them going here for game number one. Three, two, one. Tetris. Yeah, let me just uproot my entire life and move to Europe. Yeah, it's just sunlight. Then you can also visit the other European events. That's so true. That's so true. You can go to like you can go to like you know C-Tech. You know I've been hearing things about that. And like you know you can go to Copenhagen. You can go to CTWC Dash. You can go to like what I think is Benelux in person. Do they do in-person Benelux? I forget if they do. But yeah. Gunter here was playing last match. Went out to Shuichi 3-1. So yeah, really looking to take a win here against Yelena. Yelena currently 5th place in the division, 1-3, and her one win was against Anpu 3, who went 3-1. Pretty solid win there. 78k here for Yelena, 54k here for Gunter. Why would you subject yourself to Pal? I mean, Pal is cool, right? You know, I think Pal, well, at least Pal Das is cool. I don't know about Pal Open. Like who's really out here playing Pal rolling, you know? Like who's really doing that? Unless you have like a 29 cap. But like even I think CTM did that. I think CTM tried to do that, but like the reality of that is most PAL players are DAS players, so 29 cap is just objectively worse for those players. Alright, a couple of missed drops here in the center of the board for Yelena, 154 for her, 112 here for Gunter. That's a pretty deep Z well in the left side of the board. A much nicer board. I have less of that appeal with C2WC DAS. Oh, okay. I mean, you don't know that though, right? You don't know if you're not breaking 600k. You don't know if you're not gonna break that. Like you might have a breakthrough. Shit, you know, for all we know, you play much better on like CRT. You know, maybe you'll play better on CRT. Your highest score at C2K was a 599. Yeah, well, that was your first live event, you know. Everybody knows in the first live event you play worse. All right. 168 here for Gunter, 214 here for Yelena. So Yelena up by about 2 Tetrises. And Gunter's gonna get out of that dig about midway up the board. Not just waiting for the bar. Gets the Tetris. Like, I think my first event, I qualified with like 2 max outs. Like I got back-to-back max outs because I got no scores for the first like 90 minutes. All right, kind of an aggressive column 3 here by Yelena's. Gonna get the bar. Gonna get the bar here. Finally gets that down. 267 for her. 244 here for Gunter. You're gonna try and get a job during the year. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. I'm cool with that. You know, I'm cool with that. But yeah, just like maybe you'll do better at C2WC DAS. Um, what about just C2WC proper? Is that something you'd ever want to go to or nah? Alright, 296 here for Gunter, 303 here for Yelena. So Gunter has caught up the lead here, only down by about 6,000 points. Most of your appeal comes from PRGE. Okay. I mean, what we have like most of the same people. We have like most of this. I mean, C2WC proper gets most of the same people. But I guess that makes sense, right? In the sense of like, you know, the Jonas Cup is a DAS event, so you know that kind of makes sense. So like, if you're trying to like play matches, you at least have somewhere to go, like somewhere that you can actually do good. All Alright, both players about to reach transition here fairly soon. 355 here for Gunter, 400 here for Yelena. So Yelena up by about 2 Tetrises now. Although I will say, at CTWC proper, um, the silver bracket is always lots of fun. Gunter going to transition here. 404, 457 here for Yelena, who's also reached transition. So Yelena up by about 2 Tetrises. Like, the silver bracket is always really, really fun at at the main CWC. It's my favorite tier. Alright, couple of misdrops here. The center of the board for Yelena. Would really love an L. Gets the L. Alright. Getting it down. Row by row. Alright. Not the best Z. Alright, it's gonna miss the quick tap of that Z all the way to the left and is going to be done at 468. Gunter at 470. You are good for game number 1. GG. You're hearing me twice? What? I hope I'm not I hope I'm not echoing. I'm on like a normal headset. You don't know what happens with your 19? Yeah, that was a little rough. That was a little rough. Hang on. Yeah, it's alright. I've opened up like a separate window. I have a separate window opened, so I can always see what your score actually is. I guess it doesn't look super pretty on like the actual like scene, but I can still at least like common scores. Alright, both players are good for game number 2. Let's get them going here. Gunter up 1-0. What? I keep forgetting to not do that. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It's because I try and follow the countdown with the game number, and I keep forgetting that 2 doesn't work. 2, 1 turtle. Yeah, I always forget that 2 doesn't work as a countdown. It's only 3, so I'm always thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna count down with the game number, and it's 2. So yeah, let me do that. Let me be smart, and I'm not being smart. Now imagine that right 1. You get 1 second to prepare, and then just done. just immediately go. Alright, a little bit of a jagged board here for Yelena. I'd really love a T at some point to really smooth this stack out. It's the T finally. €90, that might be triple the cost of the flight. Wait, do you have €30 flights? What the hell? Is that a thing? Or €30? No, that can't be real. That can't be real. What do you mean triple the price? Maybe I read that wrong, but I don't think that exists. Surely. Okay, Gunter up. Little high. Alright, gets a bar. I really love another one. Gets another bar for that triple, going to clean up the stack. 93k here for Gunter, 90k here for Yelena. Yeah, I don't think 30 euro flights exist. I'm almost certain that isn't real. I think I just read the comment wrong. I don't know. I'll ask AV about it, because you know she knows everything about like airplanes and stuff. So I'll ask her about it. But to my untrained eye, that looks fake. 123 here for Gunter. 126 here for Yelena. It's gonna make a hole there. You can fly to like Finland for 80 pounds for both ways? Really? Isn't that like I know Europe is small, like compared to the US anyway, but like isn't Finland like a good amount ways away? It's like it's gotta be at least like 1,000 kilometers. Maybe at least 1,000 kilometers, right? 178 here for Gunter, who's really trying to battle this hole in the column 8. We're just trying to find an opportune piece. 202 here for Yelena. Oh, it's more than that? Yeah, what? What the heck? That's a very, very cheap flight. Okay, what the heck? That would be like me going to from where I live to like what? Going to like going to like PRGE or something like that for like 80, which is insane. 217 here for Gunter. 229 here for Yelena. Oh, yeah, Gunter here. Really trying to dig out of this board. That hole in column 8's really just been messing with them for the last about 20 lines. It's finally going to get that Tetris in the center well. And it's going to get another one here. 267 for him. 261 here for Yelena. So, despite all that digging, Gunter's still in the game. Barely separated by about one Tetris. And it's actually ahead by about 10k when the lines match up. Travels in Europe can be cheap. Yeah, I need that. I need that cheap. I need those cheap travels because I be trying to like see people all the time. I like going to see Tetris people. But everybody's 4, so you know. Like I guess I could if I took like very cheap flights. Like if I took Spirit and I didn't have anything else on me. All right, kind of a complicated board here for Gunter. And kind of close to transition as well. 320 for him, 354 here for Yelena. Was also in a dig sequence. Yeah, both players digging up a little bit before transition. Alright, dirty column 8 Tetris there for Gunter. And it's going to really help his stack out just in time. Only 4 lines left for him. And it looks like both players have been able to clean out their stacks just in time for the 19 speeds. Both players waiting out the bar. Alright, Yelena going to transition here. 373, 358 here for Gunter. Gets the board just in time, but now, what can he do? Alright, gets a bar for that double there. And now can start to dig this out. This is looking like about a 19-2-ish board. So should be able to get out of this with some quite helpful pieces. Alright, really like an L here. Double L dependent. Alright, taking it down with some flat L's. 400 here for Gunter. 389 for Yelena. Both players here digging in the 19 speeds. Alright, gets down the center well Tetris, and now Gunter is clean. Very nice plays there by Gunter, very nice survival. 437 for him, 400 here for Yelena. Has also cleaned up her stack as well, can begin to start Tetrising in post. Gets the Tetris there, 430 for her, 442 here for Gunter. Yeah, well, maybe not the highest scoring game. The game is close, and that's all that really matters. It really shows the tenacity of these players. What happens when you don't quite get everything your way? Oh, it's about 60 pounds from. Yeah, see, yeah, you can definitely go to that. 60 pounds? Really? What the heck? Why are y'all flights so cheap? Man, I might need to go to that. I might need to move to Europe. I can't lie. Alright, Tetris for Gunter. 524 for him. 485 here for Yelena. It is literally the same cost for me to go to Manchester. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the UK is really just price gouging you. Alright, center well here for Yelena. Just gonna take it down with the triple. Gets a bar, but kind of just a flat Z on the left. It's gonna resolve in about 4 burns. 507 for her, 566 here for Gunter. Gunter up by about 2 Tetrises as both players have reached the kill screen. Only about 20 lines left here for Gunter. Alright, Yelena really waiting out this bar. Gets the bar, but now needs to really resolve this stack, and this is not looking good for her scoring potential. Gets a bar to the left, so should be able to survive if they get a piece to that left. It's going to require a quick tap. And yeah, not going to be able to get the piece over. Yelena's done at 553. Gunter at 627. You are good for game number 2. GG. Go to C-Tech. Oh my goodness, C-Tech. Oh my goodness. When even is C-Tech? Isn't it like next year? Isn't it like, isn't C-Tech like next year or something? Or no, because there's usually one every year. So, uh, when is C-Tech? Oh, it's in November. Okay. Oh, okay. So C-Tech is technically the. Well, no, it's weird, right? Because you know how CTWC makes those. They make those World Tour shirts. They make the World Tour shirts, and CTWC Portland in 2023 is it was labeled as the last one, and then I think Jonas Cup was labeled as the last one last year. It's weird how like C-Tech is never mentioned on that the World Tour shirts. It's really strange. You only have a backpack though. Okay, but yeah, maybe I just need to. Maybe I should just. I just need to learn how to pack like super efficiently, so I can like go to events like this. All right, both players are ready for game number 3. Gunter up 2-0, looking to take a sweep. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I think it's in Lodz. Yeah. At least from what I saw in the Arboro update. Probably more expensive. So yeah, both players there. Solid game. Was able to take it basically all the way to 29. But Gunter was able to win out there. Able to edge Yelena out at the end of the game. Now up 2-0. So yeah, Yelena really looking to start the seeds of a reverse sweep. Both players could really use the win here to try and get their spot in the top 4. Favorite trade provided the Deutschbahn. So true. That's so true, guys. Everybody loves the Deutschbahn. 121 here for Yelena, 99k here for Gunter. So yeah, Gunter down by only 1 Tetris in the early goings in the game. Nothing too bad. It's just like the UK. You know, when I eventually go to the UK, I'm gonna need like a tour. Like I might stay there like an extra couple of days just so I can get like a tour from the UK like the UK players that I talk to. But like not a tourist tour, like a real tour. Like I need to see everything. Like I need to see like the good parts. I need to see like the hood. I need to see everything there. I need a real experience because like if I'm going to a place, all right, Gunter here, kind of a complicated board. Really loving Elvis. All right, gets the L piece and the triple. It's going to really help his stack out there. Do you want to go to Croydon? It's gentrified as hell. I mean, but like that's just kind of most of isn't that like most places? Most places are gentrified. 151 here for Gunter. Just gonna get out of that dig, but it has cost them a lot as Yelena is at 291 and she has really just been playing efficient 19. Efficient 19, efficient 18. Oh my god. I'm thinking too much of last game. Uh, up by about 130k points now. It's either you get pickpocketed, you get a gated community, or you get stabbed, or all three. Well, see, that's kind of like the hood, you know. Well, I need to. I'm not saying I want to experience violence, but I'm just saying like kind of just what the place, all of a place has to offer, you know. Because when you travel, you're kind of just like in like a bubble, especially like when you go to like conventions, you're kind of just like in a bubble area, and not much else. But it's like I don't know. I kind of like seeing how like normal people just kind of exist in an area. It's an interesting thing to me. 411 here for Yelena. Very efficient 18 here so far. Gunter 278. Now down by about 160k. Setting up a column 8 Tetris and is gonna get the bar. Should be able to switch this back to her right well with that one burn. And yes, he does. Ooh, misdrop in the center of the board there for Yelena. Would really love a bar here. Is not getting the bar. And she is going to top out at 458. Oh my god. Oh my god, what happened there? Gunter, your chase down for game number 3 in the set is 459. I can't believe that. Oh no. That was quite sudden. I don't know about idiot, but I just know that it looked like he just kind of misstruck the L there and then just lost ass. That's one way? Oh, okay. You think that was the controller? Did you like press a diagonal input? Because sometimes I will hit like accidental diagonals and then the game will either register it as down. The game will either register it as down or it'll either register it as down or it will just not input anything. Gunter in transition at 455. 459 is the chase down here. So, and that triple is going to give him the game and the set. Gunter is going to take the set 3-0. GG's for Gunter. And yeah, really nice booster shot for Gunter there. See what this does to the table. Oh, there we go. So, let's see what we have here. Alright, that's going to put Gunter in 5th place here in the division. Currently 1 and 4. It's going to give him 12 points. Very big 8 points there for Gunter. You saved the honor, but the season didn't go well. Yeah, your season's been a little rough. I think if you can take one more game, if you can take one more game, and then if you take one more game, and then I believe Shuichi beats Onpu, then you should be good to go into playoffs. Yeah. Yeah. Gunter just needs to beat RXS, and then Onpu just needs to lose to Shuji. Yeah, I guess we'll see tomorrow. I don't know if y'all have like a restreamer for that or not. If you don't, then yeah. If you don't, then I suppose I'll take that at like 18. Yeah, if there's I'll kind of just like wait a little bit. If there's no restreamer past like 20 UTC, then I'll just like lock it in because I think it's 18 UTC tomorrow, so like that's not too early for me. It's finally gonna be on Sunday 15. Oh my god, that's so early. Well, for me anyway. God, I hope somebody can take that. I hope somebody can take that because that is so early. I took a 15 one Wednesday, but that's because it was fine for me there because I have like work in the middle of the day, so it wasn't the worst thing. But Sunday is really bad for me usually, both because I'm gonna be away for a little bit. I'm gonna be away for a little bit, but also or away in the morning at least, but also because I have work in the evening and I work till like 3 a.m. on Sundays. Oh, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be really tough. If I hope somebody can take that. If I have to, then I will though. If I really have to, then I will. Cause I got a job to do. Alright, Gunter, probably just trying to make it to kill screen. Yeah, probably just looking to make it to kill screen there. Yeah, it's 18 UTC. Okay, that's fine. If I have to take it, then that's fine for me. Like it's not the worst thing in the world. It's only 18. Alright, Gunter reaches kill screen at 7:02. GG's. Alright, let me see if anyone's live. I believe everyone got moved for whatever reason to like the mobile Tetris. I think everybody got moved to like the mobile Tetris category or whatever for some reason. I see Wars is live, so I'm gonna raid Tetris Wars. I'll try and find a European who can restream. Yeah, that would be great. That would be good. Maybe Toka could as well because I think they're in like Asian they're in like the Asian territories, and that's probably like an okay time for them as well. Yeah, we're gonna raid Tetris Wars. I can't like not raid corporate entities because they're like the only channels that I see anymore. We need to get our category back. We need to get our category back. Alright. I will see y'all in about 1 hour. Because I will be also restreaming the bottom half of the playoffs of Tier 3. It's going to involve Arbaro, 20 Dano 3, and Mari. So you already know that's gonna be crazy. Having Mari in the damn restream. Yeah, no problem. I'll see y'all in about an hour. Good boy.